Yo, what's up, guys? Okay, so about a year ago, maybe I'm not sure exactly how long ago it was. Oh yeah. Oh wow. Essentially, almost an entire. It's been an entire year and like a month. But I made a video which was titled "All You Want Is Pity Ant," because he made a video talking about my heart, blah blah blah, blah blah blah, which was complete and utter lies. And so I made a video exposing him, as you will. And, a good friend of mine and his, called Aaron. Gaming with Aaron's his YouTube channel. We call him the Monkey. He has a bunch of names people call him. Mainly Aaron. Unless we call him by his real name, Kevin. But, that's, only cool people do. Anyways, he loves to bring up Ant and loves to bully Ant for no reason besides that he thinks he's better than Ant. So I was scrolling through the tube, you know how it be, and I saw he had a very interesting video titled, I think it was "I Killed Clicks" or something like that. But I was like, interesting. Now he wants to become like a professional in not Overwatch. He wants to become a professional in Fortnite. So him killing a professional is pretty big, right? But then I was like, I don't know. Did he really do that? So, we're going to find out. I'm going to show you all the proof I have that supports or hurts, because I don't think that was actually clicks. And I got some evidence to prove to you guys. So, let's get right into it. So yeah, did y'all see that? Like, let's play it back real quick. Just like one more time. So yeah, like first off, I do not watch clicks like that. So I don't know if he really be playing rank like that. When I looked him up, or not ranked, reloaded, and when I looked up clicks reloaded, there's a few videos. Like there was one from a year ago, but it doesn't look like he plays it that much. So again, it could be him, but let's play the clip longer. Let's see what the clip actually has to offer. Maybe there's more information to prove it is, or to prove it isn't. So he takes some pop shots and knocks somebody called Xset Clicks, which is Clicks' username. But is it really him? Because if you know a thing or two, before I started changing my username on Fortnite, because this game is not even that like serious anymore, it used to be Anime Ninja 36, but also my console had that username too. So there's two accounts with the same name, and guess what? Same exact, spelled the same way, same name, same number, same everything. But they were on two different consoles, and my PlayStation one wasn't hooked up to an Epic Game account, like, because you don't need that for a PlayStation. And as we can see, it does say Xset Clicks. So, if we go off just the name alone, they got clicks, right? Although this isn't the part that is interesting or the part that makes me doubt it. It's this next part. I'll let y'all see real quick. You see, that's the part that makes me question it the most. Is right there. Now, let's get a zoom in on the real odd part about that. Because when you look at it, it doesn't look too odd, but you notice a few things. Number one, they're in platinum. To my knowledge, Clicks is a pro who's he's a pro player and plays in almost every tournament he physically can. Because speaking of today, which is, the date is 9/11/2025. And this video is being made at 6, but Clicks was streaming at like 2, I think, today. He might still be, I'm not 100% sure. And he was doing a tournament. But to my knowledge, Clicks is a pro gamer who's won, I don't think he's won many tournaments, but plays in a lot of tournaments. So I don't see him being platinum at all. Even in Reloaded, considering he's, a pro player. And in Reloaded, you can build. Therefore, he definitely could hit those edits. So, I don't think he would be in platinum. Nor would he be somewhere that he couldn't build. Just the area seems a little weird. But here's what really makes it very interesting to see. See, that's the real part that makes me be like interesting. Because you see, being a PC player, you can, make your username be very interesting and a bunch of dumb shit. I've seen a bunch of question marks as a username, and I've seen, interesting, it's a username. You can make your username almost anything you want on a PC at least, because, on a PC you have Fortnite through Epic Games, which you need an Epic Games account, and then you can change the name of that account, whenever you really want to. But that also means, ding, 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 that's not Clicks. Because of a lot of things. Number one, like I was saying earlier, the positioning. Why would Clicks, realistically, for example, let's say if it was Clicks, why would he be like positioned there? 2, maybe they're not in platinum. Maybe they are in Unreal, but to my knowledge, the last time I played with Aaron and his duo, Aaron wasn't Unreal, or Aaron was and his duo wasn't. But still, so maybe I'm wrong about that. Maybe the platinum thing is just like they're pointing, like they get points depending on how good they do. The higher points, put them in higher ranks. So maybe I am wrong about it being platinum, but still, would you really think Clicks, someone who's played in well over 1,000 tournaments probably, do you really think he would be positioned at the top of a tower where you can't build and you can get shot at? Because even I know that's a terrible spot to be at. For if you're going to build, if your greatest asset in Fortnite is building, you would be somewhere you would be able to build, and you're not allowed to build there, to my knowledge. And also, if that was Clicks and he did get shot at, he definitely would build. But second, if he heard shooting, he wouldn't still sit up there. Now, I don't watch Clicks, so I can't be like, oh, I can tell by the geometry of those bullets that is not Clicks. I ain't that nerdy, dogs. But what I do know, from the little bit I've watched of him, at least in the recent tournament, his playstyle is a very unique, to where it's almost bitch made, but not quite. Almost wow, dude, that's really what you're doing? Sad as fuck. But on the edge of, get it, king. It's on the edge of being kind of bitchy, but understandable. So the playstyle doesn't match, and then the username, all those little doohickeys, that don't match. But let's just say this, knowing when Aaron does watch this, what's up, Aaron, Kevin, little bitch, as I call you. When you watch this, you might be thinking, oh, so you're taking the video you have that Aaron made and using that as your only evidence. And normally I'd be like, yeah, I'm too lazy to do that. But when it comes to exposing my friends, just like with Ant, I did my research first. And while this isn't Aaron saying he's dying kind of exposed, it's still just, Aaron likes to bully Ant about how I made this video about him almost dying. So I'm giving something Ant gets to use. Although Ant doesn't play with us because he's a, what's the word? Adult? I think that's how you pronounce it. I'm not too sure. And he has something called a life. life. Not too sure what that is either, but you know. So he doesn't really play with us, but still, Aaron bullies Ant for no reason. But here's some proof that it wasn't actually Clicks from Clicks' stream today. So yeah, that's, you know, a little bit of today's stream that Clicks did. So again, with how much he builds and edits, which guess what, you can do that in Reload. I don't even think there's a zero build. Actually, there is a zero build option. But, you know, knowing Aaron and his duo, they wouldn't play zero build because they, you know, they think they're pros. Even though they're pro gamers, but not pro at this game. And even though they are pros, they still get humbled by me a lot. But with the amount of editing he did in that short, like 3-second clip, actually it was a lot longer, and how he played, you can, just based off that, makes the entire argument that that was Clicks extremely unlikable. But what about his username? You know, he killed someone, so his username will show up because even if you have anonymous mode on, when you kill someone, it still shows your name because, you know, you don't need to be anonymous to yourself. I cannot speak today, so Aaron's definitely gonna make fun of me for that, but you know, I dare him to try. But let's look at that name. What was it? And why, yeah, it is a little blurry to tell. You can still see it says X set clicks 202, which is, I guess, his level is at 202, which, you know, honestly, for a guy that plays Fortnite as like his job, I feel that's like a little low. Like, I think I'm barely level 100, and I don't play that shit at all. But you know, low key, I might be wrong, right? You know, who knows? Who knows? Who knows? Type of shit, you know, guys. It's really hard to know. But you know, it does look just like his username. Exact same thing. So, you know, I guess, you know, I'm just wrong. Although, what if I was to look up X set clicks on Fortnite? Would there only be one? So you see, you know, I'm on Fortnite and I look up X set clicks, just like, you know, the one that's supposedly Aaron killed, and Clicks' actual one. First one doesn't say nothing. Second one says Europe. Third one doesn't say anything. So, you know, clearly that means, like, what's happening? Like, three of them, there's three people with the exact same name, but, like, are they all Clicks? You know, the same as he has an account, but, like, times 3? You know, is that X set clicks to the power of 2 or 3? Said 2 because I was thinking about 2 chimichangas. Not gonna lie, guys, kind of hungry. And yes, I am fat, but I love myself, unlike some people. Anyways, so like, what's happening there? But you know, maybe you guys aren't convinced. Maybe, you know, the European, that's definitely clicks, right? But Clicks plays on the NA Central servers for Fortnite, having moved to the Dallas area to achieve zero ping and minimize stream snipers. He literally reached negativity to the shift to Central servers, but ultimately moved to adapt to the changes for competitive play, meaning that he plays on NA servers. In the context of online gaming and computing, NA servers refer to servers designated for a North American region, which includes countries like the United States, Canada, and Mexico. These servers are physically located in North America to provide better connection speed for the lower ping for players in that geographical area. Throughout their exact locations vary by game. Meaning, ding ding ding, not the servers that are European, right? Because that's NA, which is what Clicks plays on, North American, because that's where he is. servers refer to game or service servers located in Europe, primarily for players within the European continent. This means, blah 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 blah, but that's European servers, right? Is EU, but Clicks plays on NA, and the account we saw was a European, meaning those are the servers that they play on. So that one can't be Clicks. So then the only other two they have no information. So one of them could be it, or just somebody that said, "Oh, I'm gonna change my name to the exact same thing." With all the evidence I have shown, could it still be Clicks? Yes, very possible. Although my evidence proves it's actually not Clicks, considering when Aaron did kill him, that dumb stuff like little egg sacs popped up above every letter, meaning it is not technically set Clicks. It's like set egg egg, or like 0, or like empty space egg empty space egg, and then underneath it says it or something like that for those unique names. So that definitely wasn't Clicks, but if you guys want to believe it is, you may. With all the evidence I have proven, it has proven my theory of it wasn't actually Clicks correct. But why post this video? Just to make a point. Number one, because low-key, I really ain't got many videos I've made because I've been low-key just chilling, being a lazy person. 2, Aaron really be thinking he's that man, so trying to put him in his place in every way. And also because bro is way too excited to kill an off-brand Clicks. Like low-key was way too excited to get a kill on someone who wasn't even Clicks. So when I post this video, every single time I see somebody with the name of Clicks, I'm just gonna be like, "Oh wow, look at I killed Clicks," and stuff. And then every single time he's like, "No, that's actually not Clicks," I'm gonna be like, "Interesting," and just leave it at that until he watches this video. Anyways, if you would like to see the original video by Aaron, I would recommend it. All he does is essentially YouTube Shorts, so if you want some long form content, stay over here with Anime Ninja, because we make long form content. And for the original video, retaining Ant, it will also be in the description. You can give that a watch if you like these type of videos. At the end of the day, this is just all fun and games. Like, nothing bad actually happened here. But the fact that something bad could happen, the thing with Ant, it was really fucked up, and he should never have even thought of doing that. Gatekeeping, or not gatekeeping, but making people think you're dying just so that they will watch your videos, subscribe to your channel, watch your live streams, is really sad and very pathetic. Like the people that use thumbnails where a woman is half naked just to get a bunch of people who think the video is going to have that in there to click on it. It's just really sad. And while it's not the same thing, considering Ant was telling people he was dying, which generally got those of us who truly do care for him actually hearts racing and actually scared that one of our closest friends could be killed, just to turn out that it was all a lie just so he can get more clout, is really sad to hear and to know about. It's actually extremely sad, and it's something that's not okay. And while making these videos are pretty fun to do, because I get to do some research and I get to feel like I'm a nerd more than I already am, it's also not good, and I really don't want to make these videos. Now, I'm not going to go out and be like, oh, guess what PewDiePie did? That's not me. I'm going to stay right put with the people I know. But that also means that when they do something stupid and fuck up, I'm definitely going to be on their asses for that. Anyways, hope you did enjoy. If you did, please leave a like. Subscribe if you guys are new. And I'll catch you all in the next one. Peace out and bye-bye.